Hello everybody, welcome in. It's Laura from Tenacious Taurus Twin Flame Tarot, and this is going to be the general daily collective message for Wednesday, August the 17th. Keep in mind, timing and energy is still fluid. This reading could play out today or over the next several days. This reading may or may not be for you. Also keep in mind, this reading is not sign specific, although I will call out any zodiac signs that I do feel me mentioning throughout the reading. We have the Sun and Leo today forming a quincunx, which is similar to a conjunction to Neptune and Pisces. And so this aspect is prone more than most to dissolving the ego. And so anybody who's having difficulty when it comes to holding on to that ego, I feel, is going to have to face with maybe setting up some boundaries between yourself and others. And I think the energy is feeling like a little bit blurry, because so many of us with this energy are going to be absorbing the collective unconsciousness kind of like a sponge. And so how it was shown to me is like exiting the 3D and entering into the 4D, which is where we keep all of this collective karma at. And so these energies can be prone to escapism tendencies, especially when it comes to all forms of addiction. So you're going to want to be careful because the energy is very physically sensitive, especially when it comes to the real world around us. And so it is like this merging energy with spirit. And you might be finding yourself feeling some states of euphoria along with oneness with source. And so we do also have Venus squaring it up with the moon, and the moon is in Taurus, and so safety and stability is coming up. We also have the moon in the 7th house of relationships, so I think our attention is going to be drawn towards our personal one-on-one relationships, and I think expect lovers to be coming under the microscope is what I was shown. I kept being shown a microscope. I'm looking at these relationships in fine detail. So are you in a state where you feel like you've been provided security and support within your relationships? Because I think you're going to find yourself really reflecting on relationships and the energies today. And I do think this is a big deal, these energies. I think get ready for some major emotional upheavals and changes that are likely to happen during this time. And on the downside, I think get ready to deal with moodiness and this oh woe is me energy, because I think there's a lot of uncertainty about the future, but this energy is contributing to the development of our conscious awareness, and you're not going to want to play into any new conflicts or worsen any existing ones. I think get ready to face any excessive tendencies when it comes to over expressing affection, or where maybe you don't feel comfortable with certain people, but you still have to kind of deal with them. And so I do feel, you know, so many of us have a desire to care for those that we love, but we can't keep giving to people if there's no receptivity on the other end. And so there's going to be some obstacles and some challenges to face in the energies, and the energy is going to feel very irregular. So you're going to want to stay grounded. And you're only going to want to express your love to those who you know actually want it. So I also do want to mention today's date does break down to master number 22. So I think we are mastering these relationship cycles and the energies. But let's jump in with some cards. We are going to start off today with the Illumination Oracle deck. Oh yeah, there's a storm of brewing, all right. Definitely there's an emotional shit storm brewing below the surface. And then we get this beautiful renewal. So there could be a possibility of a renewal of a connection that maybe you thought was long dead and gone, but either way, emotions are going to be very triggered in the energies today. I know for myself, I did not sleep well last night. I tossed and turned till about 3 o'clock in the morning. I have a very busy day with clients today. I'm feeling very rushed, very triggered. It's this energy of feeling like I don't have enough time. So you don't want to rush in the energies either when it comes to any renewal. So it's feeling like a death and a rebirth energy, and maybe get ready for a surprise visitor at the door. And I do think emotions are going to be very, very heated, to say the least. So let's jump in, guys. And let's see what needs to come through for the collective message today. I did just notice 444 on the timer. 4 is all about our guardian protection, angel protection. It is also all about foundations. So We got a huge release coming up in the energies today. I think a huge emotional release. And I feel somebody here has been very patiently waiting, maybe for their finances to increase. So I also feel somebody has been withholding when it comes to maybe leaving a connection behind. Look at that. There is going to be some type of ending today, some type of sadness, some type of loss. We get withholding with the marriage reverse. So I feel somebody's really been withholding the fact that maybe they want to leave a partner. That could be the case, or it could go the other way too, withholding coming forward for that higher level of commitment. But I feel somebody is releasing some underlying grief, some underlying sadness. I also feel with all of the gravestones, a lot of ancestral energy, a lot of ancestral karma is playing out. And this to me is like a releasing of all of this baggage. And I do feel somebody's been dreaming of somebody maybe and really trying to find that clarity. And it is through the purging of these emotions that the clarity can come. So I do feel a lot of ascension energies. I feel maybe somebody here has been struggling with their finances, which has prevented some movement forward. And I do feel like this is feeling kind of like temperance. So I feel something is alchemizing in the energies when it comes to traveling towards maybe seizing a new opportunity. So there might be the opportunity to seize a new opportunity, but somebody's going to have to be willing to open up, and they're not going to be able to withhold these emotions. I also feel something needs to come to an end before this new beginning can take place. And so there's definitely some heavy emotions brewing below the surface. And there's going to be a tower of some sort. There's a universal plan at play, and somebody is going to have to face their fears. Maybe their fears of rejection when it comes to closing out a major karmic cycle. So yes, I think get ready for a surprise visit. Somebody is deep within some emotional vulnerability, and there is definitely a karmic lesson coming full circle in order to redirect somebody right back on their path towards a soulmate that I feel they have been hoping and wishing about, but somebody's been stuck in the dark night of the soul, reliving the past, really needing to release, I think, some emotional baggage. And I think once that release takes place, somebody will finally be able to find their determination to seize this new opportunity. So let's see what needs to come through with the spiritual journey oracle deck. Yeah, there's that transformation energy again, and there's going to be a relationship paradigm shift. So I feel an ending that will lead to a brand new beginning with somebody that does speak to your heart and your soul. And there is a need to shed all of these layers that have been preventing you from going towards perhaps a divine connection. So there's going to be a lot of external factors playing out in the energies today in order to rid somebody of everything that's no longer serving them when it comes to this higher purpose. So it is death energy, transformation, rebirth in order for an ending and a new beginning. So let's keep going here, guys, and see what else needs to come through. Yeah, big recognition of what it is you've been neglecting when it comes to this deep yearning inside of you, what it is that you've been asked to go towards as part of your self-development and growth journey. Oh my gosh, that one went flying. And we got soul alignment. There's that psychic abilities that I talked about. And so, yeah, definitely a lot of higher astral travel energy, higher frequency energies. And somebody I feel is tapping into some third eye gifts when it comes to psychic sight, perhaps even an activation of some clairaudiency. But I feel definitely this illumination of all of these heightened senses when it comes to some psychic abilities. And there's that purge and cleanse. So I do think get ready for many elements in your life to leave rather quickly and quite possibly drastically, because all of these negative people, behaviors, and circumstances have to be purged if you are to reach a level of soul alignment as part of your self-development. And so recognize where you've been neglecting yourself. Recognize where you've been ignoring that niggling feeling in your heart and in your soul, because there's this major integration taking place when it comes to somebody's soul purpose happening at this time. And yeah, there's that wake-up call, that moment of self-actualization. So get ready to find the clarity that you've been seeking. Get ready to harness your core strengths when it comes to a circumstance that is finally rearing its ugly head. There's definitely a circumstance that needs to be addressed, can no longer be swept under the rug in order for somebody to clear some throat chakra blockages. I do feel somebody here has been way led off track, very much misguided by some falsehoods or a karmic circle of some sort. But there's a lot of light shining down on what is true in your heart and your soul. And if you want to step into unconditional love, get ready for an intense situation to rear its ugly head, because we are here to promote healthy relationships. Get rid of anybody that criticizes you, belittles you, puts you down. I think there's going to be a lot of reflection in the energies today when it is stemming around what it is that needs to heal in these relationships in order to be able to step into practicing unconditional love. And that always begins with self. So be mindful of how you're speaking about yourself. No negative self-talk is going to progress you. It's only going to keep recreating all of these limiting situations, these limiting behaviors. And somebody here is definitely stuck and stagnant, has been energetically depleted, and the ancestors are saying, listen up, because something is coming to the surface and you're not going to be able to ignore it any further. So let's jump in with the cards, guys. The Emperor and the King of Pentacles. So we have a Divine Masculine coming through in the energies today. I feel a Divine Masculine in a very intense karmic situation, and maybe he's achieved a lot of success. And I feel now it's time to lay those seeds well. I feel a masculine really focused on financial security, getting ready to take charge of a very intense situation. Yeah, and maybe we got a King of Pentacles here that, you know, made a very unwise choice and went towards materialistic foundation, and now they're going to have to readdress where they've lacked that integrity, and they're going to have to face all of those questionable motives when it comes to something that is needing to be addressed. So we're going to do a 9-card spread, guys. We're going to see what needs to come through for the collective today. Look at that first one, 6 of Swords. It's time to move. Moving on up, moving on out. So I do feel all of these challenging circumstances are coming to an end, and there is going to be light at the end of the tunnel. But I think somebody is going to be quickly departing a toxic situation, and this might include relocating, because yeah, there is a soul contract coming to an end. And I do think this is going to be very painful to go into the depths of this ending. But this ending will possibly lead to a renewal in another direction. And I think things will be speeding up very, very quickly. We've got a King of Swords here that's been in, you know, a state of illusion, I feel, not being honest, not being truthful, not been communicating clearly. The King of Swords in reverse can be a little bit narcissistic. I think there's a masculine here that has lost a lot of respect in his life. I think he's got a lot going on, and he's been on the defense, playing into all kinds of challenges in a third-party situation, and definitely in a state of prolonged grieving. I think hiding this pain on the heart, I think, when it comes to a missed opportunity from the past. And I do feel there is a brand new beginning here, and somebody knows it, but I feel somebody's going to have to face some insecurities when it comes to maybe giving up some independence, or perhaps even giving up somebody that is codependent on them financially. 10 of Swords. There's a betrayal here. There could have been a very painful ending in the past, a betrayal, and there is a masculine that definitely needs to get a weight off of his shoulders. Somebody that's not been speaking honestly, and I think somebody maybe was in a connection where they were not really emotionally available, an unemotional relationship. And I feel there is great sadness. There's been a masculine here hiding this great sadness on his heart when it comes to a past situation that might have ended. Is kind of what I'm feeling. Dealing with, you know, fear of giving up their independence. But there's going to be movement, all right? There's going to be movement, and it's kind of feeling like the rug is going to get pulled out from under somebody in order for them to find their determination and their willpower to find the strength to go in a new direction. Wow. I think somebody spent a lot of time working on a situation that's brought a lot of melodramatic situations to the table. I think a very dramatic situation and a very dramatic ending. So it is that review of the past, the review of these relationships, the review of where you need to offer maybe forgiveness of self, forgiveness to another. It's definitely time to head in a new direction. And I do feel clarity when it comes to one's purpose. So get ready for an unexpected, rapid event or shakeup for movement forward when it comes to, I feel, some blocked communication. And I do feel somebody's been over romanticizing the past, holding on to the memories in a state of deep, dark depression, which has likely turned into prolonged illness. And there is a need to heal a misunderstanding from the past, and personal growth always comes from facing these challenges. And so I feel somebody is finally getting ready to stand up for what they believe in and to do in their heart of hearts what they know it is they need to do. I think somebody's been focusing on what didn't turn out in the past and replaying this negative scenario over and over in their head, and there is a need to forgive self here. So you could be dealing with a Cancer or a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Pisces is really all I see here. So let's take a look at this misunderstanding. Let's take a look at this Three of Swords. I feel a masculine that was not there for somebody in their time of need, and there is a need to apologize in order for that new start. So I do feel a masculine here that's been in the dark night of the soul. They've been struggling with the sun reversed. They've got no joy in their life. I feel, yeah, somebody's really been grieving over something that did not work out. And there is a need to bring forward an open-hearted apology here. So I think get ready to receive a message from somebody that you've not heard from in a very long time, perhaps 3 or 5 years. Within 8 days or 8 weeks, somebody will be coming forward regarding a past relationship, perhaps seeking a new emotional experience. So get ready for a message to be sent. And then we get the Wheel. So there's the possibility of a fresh new start, but somebody's going to have to get their foot stuck out of the wheel, and they're going to have to embrace this sudden, unexpected change. No matter how this change comes in, it is going to be positive change in somebody's life, especially when it comes to an injustice, absolutely, over a missed opportunity, because I think somebody was led astray by some third-party energy, and they just didn't recognize the opportunity that they were afforded. They missed the point, right? And they got distracted, and somebody here is very bored, very discontent, received poor advice, and has lost a lot of respect. And I feel somebody's learning how to assert themselves. Compassion is what is going to be needed if there is going to be a renewal. Wow. Let's take a look at the renewal. Five of Pentacles, Queen of Wands reversed, Ego. Yeah, somebody's been trapped in a situation, in an illusion, unwilling to accept responsibility. I also feel Queen of Wands in reversed is likely getting left out in the cold. Somebody is breaking free from a very toxic situation here. It could have been dealing with a very controlling, manipulative, possessive, jealous woman. Somebody here that doesn't know their worth and their value. There's going to be a drastic change. There's going to be a lot of real challenges to face, and I do think fears around money are coming up to be addressed too. Maybe somebody got in a connection purely for the financial stability, and somebody's needing to make a decision that will support their path to happiness. I feel addictions, unhealthy habits, a trauma bond, and Archangel Michael's kind of stepping in and breaking those chains. And I feel somebody here is not wanting to let this situation go because they don't know their worth. They don't know their value. It's all about control, ego, and control. Somebody here is afraid to be independent, but there's going to be a withdrawal of a very toxic situation here. There's nothing left to learn here. There's no new beginning with this Queen of Wands reverse. We got two people, very controlling, very angry is what I'm feeling. And there might be an emotional outburst here. There very well could be. And maybe there's a situation where somebody was ghosted in the past. So let's take a look at this King of Swords reversed. He's not confused anymore. Not at all. Not at all. Seven of Cups reversed. I feel a masculine that's been going through a period of dark night of the soul, grieving, lonely due to disillusionment. There's been this energy of over-analyzing a situation, and there is clarity coming when it comes to moving forward, no longer confused, and breaking free from a very addictive situation. And I feel wanting to restore balance when it comes to a missed opportunity in the past, an amazing missed opportunity. The time is now for action. I feel a masculine wanting to find successful compromise, learning self-control, and there is a major lesson being learned here. Something is coming full circle. Could be dealing with a fixed sign, doesn't have to be. Could be dealing with a Capricorn. Aries, Leo, Sag. We do have the Temperance card, Sag again. Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, and Aquarius, but something is coming full circle, and there's gonna be like this moment of enlightenment in order for somebody to step into freedom. I also feel a masculine that has no passion here, a loveless situation. There is no love in this spread. Really, there's no love. And I feel somebody really wants to go after their wish fulfillment, but this situation has to come to an end. Somebody's been struggling financially for sure, and they're getting ready to stand up for what it is that they believe in. So let's take a look at this Five of Cups. Ten of Pentacles reversed, the Lovers. Four of Pentacles reversed, releasing a situation, releasing, maybe something, was built over a long period of time. But I feel this could lead to total financial ruin for holding on just for the money. And I feel just a complete release. And there's that unexpected choice in love. Somebody here has a choice to go towards another lover, to choose to embrace true love. And they've not been honest about their feelings when it comes to a missed opportunity that will lead to a deep emotional experience. So forgiveness is needed. A spiritual union. The Two of Cups and the Lovers is a deep spiritual connection here. Gemini. I feel somebody's been stricken by the rods of love, and they gave up on somebody that they loved, and they've not been talking to them for a long time. They've been denying this truth. There's been obstacles because there's not been clear communication, and they've been watering a dead tree, trying to ignore the truth, and it's kind of time to plant those seeds in a new direction. Absolutely. We don't give up on people that we love. So get ready for a lot of messages. There could be a heated argument that will lead to a finality when it comes to an intense situation that is needing to be released and come to an end. Somebody's getting a wake-up call. Somebody for sure is getting a wake-up call, and they're going to face these challenges. They're ready to choose their battles wisely, and they're all done with this third-party interference. This could be a canceled engagement because somebody is choosing another lover. Somebody is choosing another lover. So let's get a couple last messages from Spirit. What else do you have to tell me? Yeah, somebody needs to pay attention to the words and actions of others, or lack thereof. I feel somebody's had the blinders on. They were definitely misguided by some mistruths. And there's a need to right a past injustice. And I do feel there's a lot of heightened psychic awareness and abilities coming forward that is bringing somebody the clarity they need to release a very bored and discontent situation that is very much unhealthy, very unhealthy. Any last messages, please? Look at that. So I think get ready to overcome some obstacles in the energies today because somebody's path is being illuminated. There is without a doubt an epiphany that is going to show somebody the way forward. And I think the worst is almost over. Whatever this masculine has been through, it has only made him stronger. I think somebody's been very observant and patient, waiting for somebody to take responsibility for a past poor decision. And no matter what's going on here, it's in the hands of the divines now. And there is a need for some clear communication. So get ready to break away from a very toxic situation. Get ready to break away because the universe has been saying it's time to go. It's time to go. This situation is not worthy of your time. It's not worth worrying about. It's time to release, and it's time to get honest. So I think get ready to face some judgment. Get ready to journey towards a brand new loving experience with somebody that you are deeply, intimately connected with. And that's kind of what I got for a message today, guys. I hope this helped. I hope this resonated. If you would like to book a personal or a twin soul reading with me, I do encourage you to check out that description box below, guys. And I look forward to seeing you all again next time. Thank you.